Hello, today we're going to talk about the um, two annotations. One is post construct, and other annotation is pre-destroy. So these are the two annotations which are given by they're from Oracle, available in A.S.I.F specification, Java specification request 250. Okay, so look at Spring annotation, Spring framework. Um, we have a similar kind of things. That's with Spring framework. We have the similar kind of things. That is, yeah, with a Spring framework, we can do the similar kind of things like with the initialization, being, which is an interface, and and it has the method after properties set. So using these methods, you can we can create which is nothing but which is equivalent to the post construct. Here, if at all you want to write any kind of conditions, initialization at the time of initialization, we can use this. Especially if at all we want to do some kind of checks like the values equal to null, such kind of things, we can do it here. So, this initialization being interface has this method after property sets, and the other one for the destroy, we have the other interface which is provided by the Spring framework. Um, it has the destroy method. So this with a Spring and with a Oracle, we have this thing. These are alternative to this initialization disposable bean. So whenever we have to make use of these methods, definitely we should implement these beans interfaces and disposable bean interface. But instead of it, we can make use of these annotations, post construct and pre-destroy, which are provided by the Oracle and present in the 250. So the first of all, let's try with it. Let's say that um, before that, let us say that um, the post and pre-destroy, they were from the Oracle and present with the 250. So let me add this Maven dependency. So if you go to Google, enter 250 Maven dependency, click it, select the latest one, copy it, and paste it in the form.xml. So I have already pasted. So this is the one what I have pasted. Control save, it's going to build and download the Maven dependency jars. You can see it's already downloaded. Let me expand the JavaX annotations. You can see these are available annotations. We have already discussed about the resource annotation. So our point of focus is on these two annotations, post construct and pre-destroy. So to make use of these annotations, we must use JSR 250 Maven dependency. So as we have downloaded, we can start using. So let me minimize it. This is my package. Right click on it, new, say class. Let me create my bean. This is my bean. So immediately after creating the bean, it's a good practice to add configuration. Immediately, Control O, and let me say compo scan. Control space, Control A, could download all the related packages, import all the related packages. So now let me create an instance variable, private here, and I'll say query. So let me create a default constructor for this person. I'll say person object is created. Okay, so this nothing. So let me assign this value using the annotation value. I'll say value is equal to, let's say, 10. So let me add getters and setters. Getters and setters. Select this, generate. Next, I will add toString method. Okay, add a toString method for this variable. Imported. So I can see everything is imported. I have assigned the value 10 to this, and everything looks good. Let me go to app. Let me create an app. New class. I'll say app. There's a main method. Finish. So remove unwanted things and say remove annotations. Config. Control space. No proposals. Why so? QT annotations. Config application context control 1. So let me create the container for it. Let's say container. So immediately after creating the container, let's close it. Practice. So I closed it. Let me refresh. Register my person class. And refresh it. Okay, this should not be in bracket. Okay, here you can see the name is different. That's the reason it got this. So let me refactor. Rename person. Finish. Finish. So now this should go. Okay. I'll create the container. I'll say container dot get bean, and I'll say person. Let me assign to person, and I'll say add the toString method. I'll call this toString method. So this. So I have closed the container. I have call this thing. So let me run it. So now it should call the PID is equal to 10. Let's say that I need a validation. So I need to validate if it is equal to null, I need to throw in some exception. So for that, you can make use of required, but I'm not going to make use of it. Instead of it, I'm going to make use of my two annotations, post construct, so which is given by Oracle. So let me write the post construct. Let me add the method with name. Let's say that, say if my PID is equal to null, then do this thing. So, so of exception, say this, we'll say throw exception. So let me import all the packages, import all the things. So okay, add throws exception. Okay, now this is my constructor. So initially it's going to, whenever I run this application, first of all it's going to run this condition. Let me add a method. Let me add a sysout thing. Constructor is run. So let me add another one. It's a destroy. It's a pre-destroy. Control S, Control O. This is the annotation, right? Pre-destroy is disallowed for this location. Say that it's saying that it's not allowing me to write in the middle. So let me add it at the end. So now it will load. It's saying to insert in a body something. Okay, I'll say public void destroy. So some name. I'll say and I will say close it. Now I've given the value, so it's not null. So this thing is not going to run. So this it's not going it's going to run, but it's not, as it's failing, it's going to come out without throwing any exception. So let me run it. So you can see the first of all, it's going to create the object. Next, the post constructor is run. So it's going to check the condition whether it's null or not. So as it is, as we have already passed the value, so it is not null. So we got the value at the end. Pre-destroy is run. So when this thing is going to run, when we call container.code, it's going to run. So let me remove it and run it again. So as we don't have container.close, so pre-destroy is not run. So when you add container.close, it's going to run the pre-destroy method. So this is the order. First the object is created, then the post constructor is run. Next we're going to get the value, then pre-destroy. So let's fail it. I'm gonna pass any value. So the PID is null now. So it's going to come, first of all, it's going to create the object, then it's going to it's going to check this condition, come here and check for the condition. So this thing is going to pass, so it's going to throw the exception. So let's check this. Oh, we got the exception. So the post constructor is run. So then it failed. Error creating the bean with the name person. Invocating of init method failed. Invocation of init method failed. Nested exception java.lang.exception. So that's what it's showing. So this is what happened. So it's going to throw the exception as we have a null value, as the PID is null. So this condition is going to get executed. It's going to throw the exception. Okay, what exception? Bean creation exception. So that's about the post construct and pre-destroy method. If we don't want to make use of this annotation, we can use these interfaces by implementing them, and then we need to make use of these methods for the init and for to destroy. Okay.